Hey, welcome to my series, March Do You Remember September? I upload daily. This is episode 10, I do believe. Today's question, the medium basic question, is what's the scoop? It can be interpreted as any way, like how I'm making breakfast tacos all weekend, except without any tacos. So that could be the scoop. The scoop could be that somehow within 3 days I've somehow purchased about 8 books. That's the scoop and I'm sticking with it. Or it could be about Pokemon. One never knows around here. And I live alone, so I'm the one. What's the scoop today? Today, I've been focused on many things, so if you're into stream of consciousness, you come to the right place. Today, I'm focused on the filibuster in the United States Senate. So, the filibuster is not in the Constitution. If you read the United States Constitution, whichever one should read at least once or twice in their life, maybe 3 times, but maybe more. God bless you if you read more. So, it says in the Senate, and the Senate is where each state has 2 senators. So New York State has 2 senators, Delaware has 2 senators, Rhode Island has 2 senators, and California has 2 senators. So everyone's on an equal playing field. One could argue that the founders wanted the rural states to have equal representation as the urban centers, the big states. So in the Senate, in order to get any major legislation done, you need 60 votes. So there's a hundred senators, 50 states, 50 times 2, 100. So you need to get 60 of them. So much legislation on both sides of the aisle just dies because they get the 57, they get the 58. 2013, the then Democratic leader Harry Reid from Nevada, the gentleman from Nevada, he lessened the filibuster on executive and judicial appointments. So that means for a cabinet secretary, you wouldn't need 60 votes anymore. You could just pass it with a simple majority, which would be 51. And the most notorious of that would be Betsy DeVos, who passed with 51 votes. So there you go. Or judicial appointments, which have a big impact on how law is interpreted. Those only need 51. So you could get some judge that even some bar, some not like a bar where you drink, but some bar association doesn't even give a good grade for, and if that person gets 51 votes, they get 51 votes. So that was in 2013. So there's been a lot of chatter according to NBC News that if Joe Biden is elected president and if the Senate becomes Democratic, they should think about getting rid of the filibuster because they could get a whole bunch of legislation passed. Which, hey, both sides have legislation passed. I know the Christian right has been waiting since Reagan to get prayer back in schools. They got so close there in the 80s, and maybe they'll get there again. Only the Lord knows. So some progressive things would be climate change and equal pay, the Equality Act, raise the minimum wage, and other topics. So there is a reason why they should do it, because you can get so much done on either side of the aisle. So I think about that. I also think about how does one exist in this moment. The election is a couple months away, and what's going to happen. I've been reading books about the Constitution and about the Electoral College, which foreshadowing there'll be a video about the Electoral College and what happens. In the past 20 years, we've had this debacle where one party wins a popular vote and then the other party wins the Electoral College. Do we even still need the Electoral College? It's a good question. I think about those things, I think about just being black and existing. I think about whether I should eat a cupcake or kale salad, and trust and believe the cupcake sounds better. So what's the scoop? There's just so much going on in this world, and there's hunger, and there's civil wars going on that we even hear about, and people are out of work, and the United States Congress doesn't even do their job. doesn't even get a bill passed. Like, I wish I could have a job where my job was to pass bills and then I could still collect six figures and not do my job. Like, people on the right and the left should be quite upset about that, but people are upset about the NFL coming back, which I'm all about. I love football. I was looking up high school football in Indiana because there's such a drought of sports. But when you're more consumed with what millionaires who are going on a field concussing themselves are doing rather than your own government, we surely have a problem. And we've had a problem for quite some time. So, what's the scoop? All those aforementioned things. Thank you so much for watching.